Got my Mike Myers shirt on tonight because, like Mike Myers, Amazon Prime's marketing department is killing it. This week was the 30th anniversary release of Eye of the World, and they released what? One picture. What? Those Hi everyone, it's John from What Up. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we have a couple of things to go through. First and foremost being another casting leak. It's fantastic news. Pretty much the only news we're getting out of Amazon Prime right now is from leaks. So this is a welcome addition to this week. And then after that's done, we're going to go through the 30th anniversary of the Wheel of Time and the missed marketing opportunities that Amazon Prime had with that. I have some strong feelings about that, and I'm sure most of you do as well. We'll talk about that. And then finally, at the end of the video, in the community section, the news section I started last video, we're going to introduce you to another Wheel of Time creator, the White Tower Podcast. So stay tuned at the end of the video for information about what they do and how to support them. Also, if you do like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to the channel and click the like button and leave a comment down below to let me know how I'm doing. All right, let's get into the casting leak. So who do we have? Claire Perkins. She updated her Instagram the other day and added this post that you can see up here on... I get this wrong all the time. Right here on the screen. She basically said that she's in Prague and she's filming for Wheel of Time. Okay, so we have that much. Then she updated her Twitter. Her bio on her Twitter, @BigCrazyHen, also shows the hashtag Wheel of Time. All right, we got that too. Then her agency updated her CV. And in that, it shows which character she's playing. So she is definitely cast as a Wheel of Time member. She is going to be in the show. We're going to talk about which character she's playing and what that could possibly mean for the show in a minute. First, who is she? Well, she's an actress that's been acting since the early 90s, and most notably, she's been in the Netflix show Been So Long, as well as EastEnders. Now, EastEnders, she played for 6 years, and she was a major role in that show, and she basically has done anything you can think of. She's done movies, she's done television, she's done TV movies. Again, like most other actors that have been signed on for the show, a lot of experience, a breadth of experience, all kinds of things under her belt. So she has a whole lot to draw from, and another great casting choice for Amazon Prime. Okay, for the next section of the video, we have some spoilers, up to and including Chapter 18 of New Spring. New Spring is the prequel novel to The Wheel of Time. It came out a little bit later. It wasn't written before Eye of the World, but it happens before Eye of the World does, chronologically in Randland's timeline. So, the character she's playing is Karine Nagashi. Now, Karine Nagashi is an Aes Sedai of the Green Asha who was involved in the hunt for the Dragon Reborn, which is really interesting because she does die in Chapter 18 of New Spring. They do mention her dying due to a shipwreck. She was lost at sea. Now, there is some speculation that the Black Aja was involved and that basically she was killed by them because she was getting too close to the Dragon Reborn and them and information that they didn't want her to have. So, what does that mean for us? Well, it means that we know for almost a fact that they're going to incorporate some of New Spring into the first season, which is really cool because there's a lot of stuff there that can be used to explain why things are happening the way they are to the audience, especially those who haven't read the books before. Now, we also know that the character playing Alana Mosfani, or the actress playing Alana Mosfani, Priyanka Bose, is filming in Prague right now as well. She was at a table read for episode 5 the other day. She released a picture on Instagram that accidentally, and I'm using that in quotations, I don't know if it was an accident or not, released the title of that episode, Blood Calls Blood, which puts that directly in The Great Hunt. Now, we all know that Alana is in The Great Hunt, so there's a lot of speculation on how they're going to do that. But Lana was also in New Spring. She was part of the hunt for the Dragon Reborn as well. It was her task to catalog all the children born in and around Tar-Valon and Dragonmount to find out if any of them would have possibly been the Dragon Reborn. So, more ammo that they're going to show some stuff from New Spring. I don't know if they're going to adapt the entire novella in the first season. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. What I'm going to guess is going to happen is there going to be flashbacks here and there throughout the first season describing certain things, because we do know that the first season is from Moraine's point of view. She's been billed as lead character, and everything is going to be basically from her point of view from that for the whole season. So we're going to probably see a lot of flashbacks. Now, Claire, she's going to be featured in the flashbacks, I am sure, because her character dies before the Wheel of Time series even starts. So there's that. All right, our next topic is the marketing faux pas of Amazon. All right, faux pas, yeah, Missed opportunity, 100%. So we all know that this week, January 15th, was the 30th anniversary of the release of The Eye of the World. A very, very big deal in any community. The 30th anniversary of anything is a really big deal. But for a book, that's a big, big deal. And what did Amazon Prime do? Well, they could have done any number of things. They could have done a big marketing push for the show. They could have done an AMA, released another casting, maybe a bunch of official statements, a bunch of pictures. They could have done any number of things that would have benefited them wholly for marketing. What did they do? Well, Rafe Judkins, the showrunner for the Wheel of Time show on Prime, posted this picture on his Twitter. Now, we do know that they use Twitter heavily. I'm on there all the time. Hashtag Twitter on Time. Shout out to all you folks out there. And they use Twitter to market the show almost exclusively, pretty much. But this is, and I'm going to call it, it's pretty sad. For 30th anniversary, I'm going to read what Rafe wrote, and then it makes it even sadder in my eyes. So it says, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the publishing of The Wheel of Time, Amazon's letting me post a picture from set on my Instagram account. So, Rafe's a showrunner. We all know that Amazon, they have the money, and they're the ones making the show, and they're doing the things. They're making the stuff happen. Rafe is in charge of the show creatively, and he's in charge of the boots on the ground, so to speak. But all the major decisions are made by Amazon. We know that. We've known that for a while. We also know that Amazon has been very tight-fisted when it comes to any and all marketing. So we know that some Instagram stuff goes up by accident from some of the actors. It's pulled down immediately. Now, what have we had from official press releases from the show? We've had nothing since before Christmas, except for this picture. Now, we'll talk about the picture here in a second and what it is, but they canceled Wheel of Time on Wednesday in December because they wanted to release more news more often. That's how Rafe kind of sold it to the community. I mean, he didn't really have to sell it. He just told us it was canceled, and everybody's like, oh, okay, it's canceled. Maybe we'll get some more news. We've gotten pretty much nothing since then. They've been very quiet. What we have gotten are leaks. I reported on them. So when an actor or an actress puts stuff up that maybe isn't fully sanctioned by Amazon, people like myself, wheeloftimeseries.com, Wheel of Time News, nae'blis, they pull this stuff out, and we make videos, or we make Instagram posts, or Twitter posts, or Reddit posts. Narc from the Daily Trolloc is really good at it too, and we are informing the community. Amazon isn't, though, and that stuff gets pulled down almost pretty quickly. When the actor that plays Tom Maryland, Alexander William, put up some stuff on Instagram, they pulled that stuff down. Now, Claire's Instagram post is still up. I checked 10 minutes ago, and it's still there, which it's kind of strange because Amazon has been pretty good about telling people to take it down right away, and they have to take it down. So, missed marketing opportunity for the anniversary, 100%. I'm pretty disappointed in that. And there's a lot of things you can be disappointed in a big company, but they have not done really well at informing the community of what's going on with the show. Now, look at Lord of the Rings. I mentioned it in my last video. The whole cast has been released. we're getting piecemeal things here and there, and Lord of the Rings is a big deal. Don't get me wrong, Wheel of Time is a big deal too, but Lord of the Rings is arguably more popular. So if they're going to do piecemeal, that would be the way to go with that, because that show's still at least 2 years out. They haven't even started filming yet. So we're getting nothing. We're getting no love here at Amazon, from Amazon Prime. So I'm hoping that in the next coming weeks that they'll announce some official stuff, and we'll actually get some actual news out of them. But for now, speculation, leaks, that's what we have to go on. So voicing my disappointment in the the marketing department. I know it's not Rafe's decision. I know it's not anyone on the cast or crew's decision to do this. It's all wholly with Amazon. And they have been praised, like, to the high heavens so far, of how well they've done viral marketing through Twitter and Reddit and Facebook groups, and people like myself and nae'blis and Wheel of Time News, the Dusty Wheel, talking about the show and bringing the community together and basically increasing the size of the community for free. Like, none of us are being paid for this. We're doing it because we like it and it's a lot of fun. But Amazon Prime isn't putting any money behind it, and they've been praised for that. However, this is the first major stumble that I've seen that kind of bothered me and made me worry just a little bit. All right, so enough about that. You know what I feel. Let me know how you feel in the comments about it down below. So let's look at the picture. So in the picture, we have Rand getting some makeup and hair done on the side of a mountaintop, and the person to the right is a safety person. They have to be there in any of the shoots in the mountains. So it is a behind-the-scenes set picture that Rafe said he took himself. Super cool picture, really, really neat. I would say 100% that's probably the Mountains of Mist, and that's probably when they're leaving the two rivers. I would say, yeah, it's a shot for that. And it's really neat that we can see some things like this. However, it would be really cool if we could see some more as well. All right, so enough of that. Let's get on to the community section of the show. Who do we have for you this week? Well, we have the White Tower Podcast. Fantastic podcast. If you want to laugh, if you want to cry, they're great. I don't have enough good things to say about them. They have 55 episodes out right now, so if you haven't listened to them yet, be prepared to invest some time. They have a lot there. They're really good. Now I'm going to read you a little blurb about what they're about, and then I'll let you know what I think. So, my old eyes here. The White Tower Podcast is a weekly show featuring spoiler-free, chapter-by-chapter synopsis and discussion of the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. Hosted by Jess, your Amerlin seat, and Jen, your Keeper of the Chronicles. Each episode serves up insightful, irreverent commentary with a generous helping of hot takes and dirty jokes, all from a place of genuine love for this epic fantasy series. So, like I said, I do listen to them. I'm not a big podcast person, but there are a couple of podcasts I do listen to, and a couple of them are Wheel of Time ones, and this is one I actually have listened to quite extensively. And when they say dirty jokes, yeah, they mean it. So it's not truly safe for work. There's a lot of dirty jokes and foul language, but I have a horrible potty mouth. I curb it for YouTube because I kind of have to. But they just let loose, and they're great. They are really, really fantastic. If you get a chance, please check them out. I left a link to their podcast down below in the description box. Please click on it. Please go through the episodes. Show them some love. And I've also left their Twitter handle down below if you want to let them know how much you do like them. All right. Thank you all very much for watching the video. That's all I have this week. Before I do go, I want to mention that if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me out a lot. I do have a goal of mine of about 1,000 subscribers. That was my goal when I first started the channel. We're almost there. I'm a little over 200 away. So if you guys subscribe, it'll get me closer to my goal. As well, if you like the video, click the like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. We talked about some hot button type issues this week. Let me know how you think Amazon Prime is doing in the marketing department. Let me know if you like the White Tower Podcast, if you listen to them. They're fantastic. All right, so thank you guys very much for watching, and here's to many more.